Good morning. There's a channel called Autodidact 2, Autodidact 2. And there was a gentleman on there by the name of Analog. Then they were talking about these orphan trains that were bringing people, from all around the world, different, Germans, all these different people. They were transporting them all around the world in the 1800s. And this made people very sad inside of their soul because they did not know who they belonged to, where they came from, their heritage, or anything. But they were talking about how um, that some of these people were made in labs. Well, they were, because you can't have the type of horrific activities that are going on in this world if you don't have a certain amount of soulless beings. But they were also cleaning out these cities and killing the adults and taking the children because they needed a certain amount of children that were already, um, older, between the ages of, 2 and say 6 years old, because those children could be easily mind erased of their origins, and they needed these children to work in these factories because there was factories all over the world, especially here in the United States, big factories. And people always want to say that those big buildings were insane asylums, but no, they were factories. Most of them were textile. They were making all kinds of crap. You got to remember, a lot of people were war babies, and they needed all this stuff for this war, which was really, going in and just taking over land. But so you have a combination of them making these children and a combination of them stealing children. And it wasn't that far, you know, ago that we had a major genocide that happened, the Holocaust, but it was not just in one area, it was everywhere. And, you know, people don't want to believe that it's happening again. And so you've got a lot of people out here that are just so focused on themselves and so focused on, uh, you know, I don't even know what they're focused on. It's the craziness of the whole thing, because they just don't want to believe that your government hates you. They want you dead. They want your property. They want your money. And they're moving people off the land. Now, I have personally, with my own two eyes, seen the FEMA camps, seen these encampment, you know, these camps where they're planning to put people. So this isn't conspiracy theory. These are things I've seen with my own eyes. Building these container houses, and you got Elon Musk talking about that he's, making affordable housing. No, those are prisons, because the elite, these people that have thousands, millions of acres and these gigantic homes around the world, um, want all the property and just need slaves. Well, you know, I've heard people say that I don't like people that have money. No, I'm glad that there are people here on this planet that enjoyed their life, that made something of themselves, that did good. But these are not the people I'm talking about. I'm talking about these incredibly wealthy people that are behind the scenes that nobody even knows about. That want everything, and they don't care who you are, and they don't care anything about you. And that's pretty evident with all the spraying. Humanity didn't stand a chance when they're poisoning us every day, and you still got people that don't believe that they're spraying us, that they're in control of the weather. I mean, hell, they just took out a whole lot of the South with tornadoes in December. Once again, I say to you, I'm from the South. Tornadoes do not happen in fucking December. All right, this is weather warfare. And these people have been in control of it for a long time. And, we have a very, very corrupt system. And no one seems to be wanting to stand up and fight these people. I just don't get it. I just absolutely still don't get it. But, we're at war. And it's not just, the physical war. It's spiritual. It's for your soul. It's for your essence of who you are as a person. And you've still got all these people that are like, love and light, love and light, love and light. Well, love and light my ass, all right? Because you've got a lot of people out here that mean to do you harm, that are not of the light. They're of the dark. Hell, you can tell that with all these freaking drug addicts that are doing crazy ass shit to animals. I mean, that is, just. Anyway, and doing crazy shit to children. I mean, we've got a lot of children that are born with defects because their parents were alcoholics, drug addicts, and they didn't cleanse their body before they had children. So it is quite frustrating to know that there are still so many people that are blinded by what is happening, that just don't want to believe that they're rounding people up. I mean, what they're doing to the people in China is horrific. Absolutely horrific. And, we've got people out here that just don't care. They don't care because it's not affecting them. Well, eventually it's going to affect you, your children, your way of life, because these people didn't spend centuries on this plan and tons of money on this plan if they did not plan to be successful. And I don't know, man. I mean, this Klaus Schwab dude, he's like the most evil son of a bitch in the whole world. I mean, that whole UN council, these people are just, they're criminals. Now, there are entities that know where they are. I just don't understand why they don't just make them go bye-bye forever, because they've never changed who they are. They've incarnated here as an evil asshole, and they remain an evil asshole. They've never kept a promise. And I'm here to say that I do not want to be a robot. I do not want to be hijacked. And there's a ton of clones out there. I mean, Hollywood is full of fucking clones. And you can see it. And the people that don't have eyes to see, well, I guess you weren't meant to. All right, have a good day.